catch up on my phone. Okay, howdy doody, everybody. Mic check 1 2, testing. I know the audio clears up once I start, but let's get her going. Let's get her done. So, sorry about not streaming yesterday, guys. Spent too much time playing Red Dead with the boys. I really need to stream that. Let me fuck with my audio, guys. What do I mess with? There we go. There we go. I can hear the game better. So, I am gonna finish this DLC tonight. Okie dokie. So, we're gonna talk to Boros, get that quest turned in. And then I think I have to talk to all of them down here. So I'm gonna need to take a Mentat.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Don't call me no damn commie, bro.
Yes, animal. Hormones.
Well, then I guess you won't mind me calling you a fucking machine then, won't you?
Wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
Is this Gabe's Bull, your dog from X8, Gabe?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Animal friend, man.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty Sissy Pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove
Fucking
it.
pussy.
Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible. The two were hitting me with unexpected force.
Sounds to me like you hurt someone you love very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before. Until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes?
I hate Boros.
I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Better fucking finish talking to him.
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius.
Mobius isn't the bad
All
guy.
we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Yeah, the crater looks like it's been tag teamed by giant fuckbox, quite honestly.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
What do you mean by test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Dude, these scientists are fucking evil.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
Who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for cazadors. This is why I don't like Boros.
Indeed. Docile,
Boros.
curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
I hate to tell you this, bro, but they're all over the Mojave.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used
Bro,
in
I think
their
I'm smarter
creation.
than you, Boros.
Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
I'm tempted to just come in here and murk them all, instead of doing what I normally do and letting them all live. Go ahead, you might make me more fertile or impregnate me.
Impregnate you?
You don't know how to do your job, Boros.
Inside my tank?
Go ahead,
Makes
you.
the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
Uh-huh. It seems like you don't have a grasp on your own fucking research, you dum-dum.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not.
It's totally flawed,
We never
bro.
contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Give me a single concrete fact. One. I want a single fact, Boros.
Why are we even debating this?
This
Mobius,
dude is
prestigious
a
us.
fucking prick
There are
and
more
a coward.
important things
This is
to
my
worry
least
about
favorite
than
of the doctors.
data and facts. With a disembodied brain inside, like us, and an aid. It is the ultimate aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
So you're
Trapped?
trapped here.
Nonsense. We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Burger. Don't you want to leave here, though, Boros?
No! Is death, despite evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Oh, Boros, you're so...
Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Alright.
His hunger for power, insatiable.
Insatiable.
Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater. Be destroyed.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There logic and purpose in it. Science is powerful, and in the thank you for putting him down. One last test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly.
Boris, I hate you. Can you speak? Do you understand me? I always talk. I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers. Who are you? Maybe I should have asked you who you used to be. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? Alright, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Just do the science one. Well, Clue's got some problems. I'm not arguing with it. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects entertainment. Yeah, no. I got the emitter fully upgraded. It's slow to fire, but the force. Are you okay? You look really happy. You should be proud. It's a nice device. Alright, I want to run out. You're right. Now we know each other better. Can tell me more about the sonic emitter. Well, Projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better. No, I've been there. Higgs Village. No, I've been there. Higgs Village, right? Your house is there. So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs? Oh, two codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice, I'll keep an eye out. I'll be going now. Let's talk to Dala.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please.
Dala,
So
you're
that I
creeping
might
me out.
record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthful cavity.
We'll go with the lady killer one.
What? Nonsense. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts.
These fucking robots.
All that skin and muscle and tissue.
They're such goofy goopers. You miss being a human, admit it.
I cannot deny it. The illogic of it. The betrayal of our own beliefs. I blame my curiosity.
I'll just come back and breathe from time to time if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Purple, purple. Ooh. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Bop, bop, bloop. Bop, bop. Bloop. Bop, bop. Bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Alright, Della. What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
2011 doctorates? How is that even possible?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
That's a lot of tiles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier. I'm a mailman.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place, using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Why did you remove my brain, and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack. Snip. Done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around? And how are Christine and all them still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
We're just going to, get our brain back. I feel strange in here, peaceful but not on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again.
And I would be in the right, because you guys forcefully lobotomized me.
And gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain. And we extracted that like we do all the lobotomites here.
I had other questions. Tell me about Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His
kindergarten level, if I remember
peers
correctly,
at us,
is what Klein said.
an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
The Forbidden Zone! I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
can you tell me about the Big Empty? I mean, Big Mountain.
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects? Question
Oh
mark?
yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
Why did you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3-1 is 2.
Oh crap, I need to get my
Spoke to
photos.
us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. One is the -1. It got traumatized into one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
I need to make sure my mic's still working. Testing, testing, mic check, mic check. Hello, hello. Okay, my mic's still working. After the battery swap. What happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked H once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
I had some other questions. Spoken enough. I had to make sure my chems are off. Because we're going to talk to Dr.
Breaking
O.
news.
Or Dr. Zero, I should
Arrives in
say.
think tank. Its purpose unknown, undefinable. Its presence here impossible.
I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomide is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Agenda? I don't have one, brah. Stop projecting on me.
Oh, really? You have their tech on your arm. How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are? Ooh, we can
Somebody
make
has a
secure
tiny
transmitter
ego.
that any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years. You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to tell you what Mr. House has been up to.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, straining his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
I just wanted to ask you some questions, bro. Calm down.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good.
It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started
Talking about
practicing on
Elijah.
the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but
Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
And what exactly do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Sounds like you just break shit, bruh.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Oh, come on, man. I'm a good listener.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after collostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
If they kept confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know, sounds more impressive.
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you wanted to differentiate the O and zero, just put a slash through the zero, bro.
What?
Zero. Draw a slash through it. It's standard Termalink code. Distinguish the two.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
It's okay, man. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero. It reduces anything multiplied against it to zero.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. To make a zero in all the think tank, they won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
And bruh, I'm just being a therapist right now to you. So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at us. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
That's sort of scrap electronics. But it was certainly interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
How about these monsters Mobius has?
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns.
Yeah, that checks out.
Supposedly he has even larger
That's what happens when you
giant
fucking
robot
blow 'em up.
scorpion hidden deep within
They
the
blow up
forbidden
again.
zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
Giant Robo Scorpion, that's what the fucking sniper rifle we brought's for.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
What can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
And I need some more caps for the barter function upstairs.
I have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Think we've spoken enough. Okay, let's talk to Klein, and then we'll go do our quests. That way I don't have to come back down here and talk to him later. Klein, you loud son of a bitch.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
And I need answers, you son of a bitch. You know what? Just exactly what I said, but we're gonna pick the speech option. Or the science one.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Well, I need to know about the previous people who came here.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. An interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and
Oh,
then
we
a
talked to
second
Ulysses
time.
then.
Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Only slightly. these things living creatures, chems maybe?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
What is this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody
Should've
about Big
delivered the
Mountain. You
last
can't stop
batch
me.
and the anti-aggression scrub. We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were the visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man, and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Okay, well, I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar, that laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child. It is Mobius.
They keep talking shit about Mobius, but we're gonna learn the truth, and I'm not gonna spoil anything.
His amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me about these pylons, Mr. Klein?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius.
Am I annoying yet, Dr. Klein?
Mobius was involved in the construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack. He probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did.
It was Mobius.
Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear. Yes.
You know the
always
science one,
leaves
because it's the
back
truth.
doors into things.
Or medicine,
Have to keep
that's the higher
finding
one.
them and closing them.
Yeah.
The auto dock is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know? What do you mean my brain would
It
know?
can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerves to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What is this autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto-doc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad. Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying.
So it just affects the
O has
machines
said
then.
on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Well, I've had enough of talking to you guys. We're gonna go keep doing this. Or actually, we'll do X. Yeah, we'll do the X2 thing while we're going up over there. I should be good on ammo. Yeah. Got plenty of ammo for that. I'm gonna equip this to here. Or actually, we'll do it here. Let's go to Big Mountain. Na, 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 na. Oh, Miso's working. You know what? I still need to go get the fucking survival suit from Dead Money. We'll do that here soon. Uh-oh. It's my sister's home. Thoughts why the dogs are barking. Earlier this is a BAR without bipod. If I had the chance, or if this was my personal Browning automatic rifle, if I was in Fallout, this is something that World War II soldiers did. They would fucking remove the bipod to help reduce weight. Honestly, that would be probably what the special variant would do if I had one, honestly. And then I would get and put, I guess this one has a compensator, but I put the Thompson compensator on it. A big old fucking fat compensator. Be like the Colt monitor, which was the FBI's version of the BAR. Pretty cool gun. Instead of firing 308, it fired like a lighter round. It had a bigger mag, better fire rate, Shorter barrel, nice big compensator, no bipod. It had pistol grip like this thing does. Nice checkering where the handguard is up there. This, I don't know what this is. This is an M1918A2. It's like some weird bar that they'd make if they kept using them. Alright. I think I was in here earlier. No, I'm thinking of a past playthrough, maybe. I don't know. I was in here earlier, so I didn't fucking forget. There's the sync upgrade. We're gonna go get the antenna array too while we're up here. That's taken care of. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to repair this thing when we get back. Since I forgot to check that terminal that has the weapon repair kits and Dead Bunny. Had a whole bunch in my inventory that I made. I went back and watched the footage and I thought I had it. I did not! Oh, hello, robot. Bye, robot. We're gonna pull out instead. I actually missed. I have hunting rifle. Bada bing! Alright, we're gonna go out this way.
Our lobotomite, 3. Dr. Mobius, 0. Return what you have stolen from X2.
I'm good, Mobius. It's all scripted, quite honestly. We'll learn the truth soon enough. Oh, there's 3 of them all clumped up there. That dude went flying. They shoot my Gauss rifle at me. I didn't do nothing. Bruh. Did I shoot his gun out of his hand? I did. What do I want to pick? Probably... either better crits or Grim Reaper Sprint. Go with that for now. Let's repair that. It's just sending me to Higgs Village, or where is it sending me? Oh, this is the Cuckoo's Nest. Let me grab that and get to repair things. Before I go in here and shoot everything and get fucked up myself, I need to go and unload all my shit back to fucking the sink. Let's unload everything that I don't need. There we go. And let's try to repair this and sell this.
Might I be of service?
My equipment repaired.
Might I be of service?
Oh, wrong thing.
Might I be of service?
Let me buy some things. Okay, I can't make that now. Right, we are loaded. Let's get on back out there. Save. I don't have to go in here all fucking stringed out on fucking chems because there's so many. I don't think
I hope I didn't leave my giant robo-scorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
No, you have the broken one at the junk site, and then he has the one that's waiting in his lair. Like I said, there's all kinds of them in here. go psycho. Slasher. Do I have any steady? I do. Steady. Turbo. Where'd this dude go? I'm the Flash. You can't stop me. Woo! Those guys got fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I may have gone a little overboard there with that many turbos, but I wanted to be sure. I didn't want to get all fucked up by these fucking axes they have. They do a lot of damage. And if we come over here, they have a shrine to the toaster. That damn fucking toaster. He's an evil little guy, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I'm gonna go here because I want to get that outfit that was missing. And then we're gonna go back to the X8 facility and we're gonna go do some of the experiments there. One in particular though, because we want our own cyber dog. We want our own puppy. But if we go down here, in this building right here, bottom floor, there is the ghoul out, or not the ghoul, the ghost people outfit from Dead Money right here. See that? Hazmat suit. So, when we look at this, see it gives us night vision and poison resistance plus 85. Because that's what the Big Mountain was, or not Big Mountain, that's what the Sierra Madre was poisonous with the cloud. I'm gonna have to research more about what the cloud is, because I don't want to misspeak about it. The cloud is interesting, to say the least. Let me take one of these till we get back. What do you mean I'm over encumbered? What else don't I need? Excuse me. Probably seems illogical, but oh fuck. I fucked that up. Oh well. Where did I last save? I'm gonna try that again. I don't wanna... I wanna sell one of those proton invertible axes, honestly. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. I found the right save, guys. We're gonna try this again. I'm gonna be a lot smarter about it. Just gonna drop all these items dead. Take a rat away now. Radix. Go back to the over here. Try this again. Right, I still have... Right. Ooh. Trying to get more Sunset Sarsaparilla star caps. Alright, so again, grab this. And we're gonna head on up here and get this little side quest I want to get done. Even though it's not really a side quest. Discover a few more locations. One, two, three, six. Four. Oh, lovely. Oh, are you gonna unfreeze me, game? Hmm? Fucking die, slut. I gotta spend more money on repairing my shit. Just because you have a fucking 4570 government gun doesn't mean you're gonna fucking kill me, goddamn lobotomite piece of shit. on it. Unfucking believable. Take a leak now, I guess. Yeah, the higher level you are when you complete this, the fucking harder the enemies are, quite honestly. A lot better gear. Oh, they despawned. Right, I have no idea what's going on, really. It's just a red tick mark over there. There should be one. There should be another holotape somewhere in here. Do this first. Alright, I'm going to try to find this other fucking holotape. Probably just Google where it is, but what the fuck? Off it goes. Oh, nope. There it is. This is our new friend Roxy. Hello, Roxy. Go away by the entrance, good girl. We don't want her to die. Because we want her and Rex to become friends. But with that being said, let's go talk to the doctors one last time since we have all the tech, and let's get our loadout ready for the robot fight with the giant scorpion. And then we have one more quest where we have to get a couple more upgrades for the
Library Processing Unit 232.7
the Biological Research Center, and then probably the jukebox. Nothing right now. He just eats your books.
Ooh, oh yeah, baby. Feels good to be online again. Yeah, all circuits online. Ready to receive your seed.
Well then take the seed, bro. He's gonna grow plants so we can get all the time over here in the planters.
Well, hello.
And then he turns your plants into salient green, which you can use to create any plant you want. Cool. Let me check. What do I need? We need
Is it penguins?
I must not have the turpentine that I thought I did.
You!
I don't have any muggy. Oh wait, no, I know where I put them. I remember they're up above.
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music. Damn, it's good to be back online.
Talk to them all later.
That was an.
You just can flirt with the sexy light switches. They have a very attractive voice, I'm not gonna lie.
Hi again, sweetie. Oh, you. I bet you say that to all the light switches. Now I know you're flirting with me, and it's working. Why don't you take this to remember me by?
Goodbye, light switch. Okay. See how much fucking weight this gets rid of. 2. I was able to make fucking 2. I thought I had more Kazador glands on me, it's okay. I have a fuck ton of turpentine, I just need more Casper plants. Sell this stuff after I repair.
Might I be of service, sir?
Alright. Let's go talk to the docks. Because this is just gonna send us, after we finish this up, probably to Mobius.
Oh, God, look at you. You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then?
No, goodbye, sink in the sink.
You ever seen a biological research station this close?
Well, how about that? Old auto dock's back online. Well, alright. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You are,
I'm
without
good.
a doubt, the healthiest son of a bitch I've ever seen wandering the big empty. Ain't got no use for an old digital sawbones like me.
Well, I don't need anything right now. I'm just turning you guys on. But what am I missing? Toaster! Told you use evil.
Once again! Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom!
We'll talk to him later. Oh, it's not. It's having us get the final upgrades. We're still gonna go talk to these fools down here. Get it done and over with. While I'm here, damn it. Alright, Klein, I got the stuff you need. We've got all 3 technologies we need to go talk to Mobius.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yeah, man, here they go.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission data bank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Alright, I'm glad you received the schematics.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence, you know.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Why did he have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Look, the antenna focuses brave wave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
Do you remember what the other biological effects the other items have?
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Uh-huh. I'm waiting for you to draw a conclusion here, man.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and the whole point is very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay. We're just gonna go get these last couple upgrades. Try to grab as many as I could. Just off of memory. Oh, hello, robots. We'll just use this. The hell did I miss over here? We'll figure it out. Alright. Yeah, let's just go down. Oh, I missed two down here? Shoot. It's probably for the Cyberdog gun. Yeah. me. Alright, quite a few upgrades there. We just gotta get the rest of them. Let's see. I don't have that many. Send me next. Right next door. What did I miss at the Signal Hills transmitter? Probably everything. I don't think I've gotten Elijah's freaking advanced Tesla gun either. That's just... Oh, that's closer to Big Mountain. Or the Forbidden Zone, I should say. Hello, Night Stalkers! Hello, weird architecture. I never understood these things. Like, were they just building shit and then gave up? Probably. Oh, there should be some robots coming. I can aim. That was a nice crit. And if I go over here, in this destroyed shack here, I should be able to find Christine's sniper. Alright. Ooh, another. Oh, nope. Forgot it spawns lobotomites. Let's get these upgrades. Keep freaking inking around. Really need those. Got plenty of ammo. Yes, we went the long way. should be... Yep, that's the custodian. Well, there should be a robot named the custodian in here somewhere. A special Protectron. I'm wondering if that's a Wild Wasteland thing now, though. Which I don't currently have on this playthrough. Although the Wild Wasteland is a fun perk, I'm not gonna lie. We'll just grab it. Fuck it. Turn it into different ammo later. Any combat armor in here? No, right away. I'll take it. We'll take the rat away. Oh, there he is. Oh, I was not discovered the Forbidden Zone yet. Oh well. I was gonna try to go there to get that Tesla gun and then go kill that big old fucking legendary boat fly, but I'll do it after we get this. So I'm gonna go in. Oh, it's up top. Go up. Up. This. Let me get ambushed. Are you kidding me? Ever so slightly off. wants me to go in. Save. Now I need to repair. What the fuck else is at X13? That's why I hate this quest, because it sends you back and forth and back and fucking forth. Like, if I'm in the spot, just tell me where all the fucking things are while I'm doing that quest. Repair my shit.
Might I be of service?
Repair my stuff, please.
Might I be of service, sir?
Sell some stuff. Oh, we're gonna store this here for now. So much fetching. Hello, Night Stalkers. Okay. Let's go to these last couple places. Said that the last time, but I just want to get this fucking DLC done. Especially since I missed a couple days the past couple weeks. Oh. Fire sword. The shish kebab. Take that. Because this is the fucking cat lab. I'm thinking of the playthrough I did before this one, guys. It wasn't long before I started doing this stream, or the streams for Fallout when I got back into it. When in doubt, 870 out. Goodbye, Casable. Okay, now we gotta deal with this dude. I don't really need any of that stuff. So many Cazador glands, alright. Now we can make some fucking turbo. Where else is it gonna send me? I know we need to go back to X13. Go there. Oh, I thought I grabbed everything when we were there last time. All of you. Oh, it's up there. Let's see. I saw the fucking terminal as soon as you dropped down. I think it's this one. Nope. Next door. let's go put these upgrades in. Let's go do that boss fight with the Scorpion. I've been fucking running around, zooming around, doing these side quests for a while. Almost 2 hours of that and just talking to the doctors. I started the stream. Oh. Of course, there's more fucking upgrades. I'm tempted to just go do this fucking boss fight and then go do this fucking side quest shit tomorrow. It's already fucking almost 12. Oh, fucking gosh darn it, man. I forgot how many goddamn upgrades you have to grab. It is way too many.
Are you out there, my little teddy bear in the bottom right? Dalla misses you and the pitter-patter of your penis feet so much.
We discover this one all the way in the fucking corner. Yeah, no. Okay. Go to Little Yangtze. Discover this one, because we're already fucking here, basically. And then I'll go fucking shoot that damn scorpion. It is a giant fucking robo-scorpion, let me tell you. Oh, hello. I need to switch to the Ranger Sequoia.
Please take cover until the date. Please take cover until the date has been indicated. Commencing attack on hostile target. Continued resistance is unlocked.
Should be. this one. Oh, I'm gonna want to grab all of them. Fuck it. Say I'm gonna do one thing, I'm gonna do another thing. Plans are fluid. Plans can change. Let's reload this. What the hell did I miss while I was in here? Oh. I never came in here. Keep confusing my two playthroughs. They were fucking back to back. Literally started a playthrough before I started streaming the first test character. So it's like 3 fucking games that have back to back for characters, and I'm like, my brain's finally fucking cobbling them all together. No, I don't want to do that.
The Cazador Preserve and the Night Stalker splicing facilities are strangely quiet. Too quiet.
Need to run into some lobotomites so I can repair my stiff. Want me to go in here? Yes. I'm about to get ambushed to Kingdom Come. Alright, well, I ain't gonna let that fucking happen. Let's kill this guy and then all his friends will pop up. You fucking picked up the same gun that beat that shit. Can you stop that, please, sir? Very rude. Buff out. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the fucking sink real quick. I need to unload this stuff before I'm over encumbered again. I'm gonna keep this other cyber dog gun. Alright. I'm tempted to go here first, honestly. This is a pain in the butt with all the robots. Oh, if I need that hunting before. That's gonna repair our ranger sequoia. Basically looking for the legendary broken Securitron here. He has the upgrade for Muggy. He has binary as his name. Well, let's get out of here. Ralphie, fly far and fly fast. Nothing personal, robots. Let's go back to X12. Oh, that toxin center's closer. If it makes me do another round of fetch quests, I'm not gonna do them. We'll just go do the fucking scorpion. I too can shoot, buddy. Man, that fucking chop suey was good. I'm burping like a motherfucker. I will say now there's a whole underground part to this facility here, and there's some lobotomites and shit. But you literally only need the fucking upgrade here. Before you ask me how I know about the underground facility, I know because I would skip past that thing every time and miss it, and I would go down, explore the fucking bottom of that area. Could not find it, only come back upstairs and be in that fucking... that storage crate, or the cabinet, whatever you want to call it, the storage.
Greetings, citizen.
Right, these guys have mood lights now.
Hi again, sweet.
Yes!
You know the world already burned a nuclear fire, right?
Soon I will. What? It did?
Yeah, a couple centuries ago, in fact.
Really? Well, fuck! That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire! Again!
How can I illuminate?
Shh. Light switch. Not now.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Muggy, you crack addict. I did not.
You've been working with that...
Goodbye.
You require some addition.
Don't need anything. Ooh, now we just gotta get their fucking things, which should be hard. Go get Elijah's fucking Tesla gun too.
Might I be of service?
Equipment repaired. Let's see what I can sell him. Brush gun. Okay. Let's go make a little bit of money, not a whole lot. So much of our money went to upgrading our shit. Or repairing our shit, upkeeping our shit,
Might I
maintaining
be
it.
of service, sir?
We just got it all back too. Toaster!
Got any more sweet?
I'm afraid to ask what your function is.
You should be afraid! I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night!
So you murder toasters?
Not just murder! I tear them apart and render them down to their base components! Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like!
What else do you do? He superheats the Saturnine fist, which is what we want.
You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics! You want a superheated Saturnite power fist? I can hook that shit up!
Do it, Toaster!
You find one, you bring it on back here, and we'll burn this mother down!
I got one right here.
Oh, baby. That is a thing of fucking beauty. Give it here. I'll soup it up for you. There you go. Have fun with that. Burn the fucking world for me.
tremble. You're a toaster. How fearsome can you be?
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world!
Alright, man.
Well, since I can't kill you, I guess I have to listen to your inane questions.
Goodbye, toaster. Don't need that. Everything is looking good. Oh, there it is. Steer's Cave. That's where we want to go to take care of this bloat fly. It's pretty big. It's pretty insane. And we're gonna go up there and get the Tesla beam gun prototype, or Elijah's jury rigged one. The Tesla beam prototype we will get from the Crash Vertebrate site in the Mojave, which we will go do eventually. Okay, you see that? That's what we're fighting. Probably take a medics. That's what I forgot to do is make turbo. If that hits us, it's gonna fucking rat us the fuck up. Is my armor okay? Yes. We're gonna make so many bloatfly sliders. Picking mutant cave fungus. And turn it into saline green when we get back to base. Oh fuck.
Science?
Nice.
time to reward myself with a little breath-freshening mentat. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius.
Bam!
Destroy this one. I'll record.
So we just come back here. Oh shit. Ow. Ow. Alright, so we just need to get up here. You can jump up the mountain. This is just a lot easier. Okay, well. Alright, let me save. And if we look to our left, we can see the remains of the giant roboscorpion. I'm maxing those out because we will need them for this final confrontation we're gonna have. Not with the Robo-Scorpions, but you'll see. Those are just cells. Let's repair. So, we want this. Not necessarily.
See how I abstract my range, think tank? I hold you in such disdain.
You can see the path I'm going down is how you would jump up here. Alright. reinforced. Where's my fixer? Alright, I'm going back to camp. I don't need to carry that, well, I need to keep carrying the 308 ammo with me, but... and the automatic rifle, but I don't need to use it anymore, really. At least in this DLC. I'll repair it, though. Make some ammo too. $357, what did I pick up?
Might I be of service?
I need my equipment repaired. Right. Is there... there... where's the hot plate? But I gotta find my shit. That is way better. Ow. Just making sure. Check this out. So there's a shut off switch on the other side over here in that left corner, or actually that one. Need to have 100 science. I feel confident enough to just murk this thing. Take some turbo. Have ourselves a the power regulation terminal. You can fuck with this here too. Just to show you guys I'm not talking up my ass. Well, I can't even search it. Usually it has some good loot on it. We'll just go up here, I'll show you guys everything. Quite a bit of stuff in here. Here's just more supplies. Need supplies though. And this one leads up to this one. It's the turret. Not worried about that. You can have those. That's what I'm worried about. Like I said, 100 lock or science. You can just turn it off. Where's the fun in that? And now I really hope that's a big enough science buff or intelligence buff to talk to Mobius. There's quite a few speech checks. We get to learn about everything, and you guys will figure out why I like Mobius better than all the other ones. That's just me. Get all the shit we need from him first. It is I, Mobius.
Imaginary numbers right now. Hmm? Yo! Hello there. You are there, aren't you?
Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is this better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks. I don't know, I'm tripping pretty hard right now.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-orific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my bio shell.
Scorpion.
I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
Ooh, excuse me. You weren't exactly what I was expecting, Mobius.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why'd you steal my brain, bruh?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
You just gave away the whole reason why they do lobotomies here in Big Mountain. And it isn't because the doctors want to do it, no. Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I think it was the unpleasant answers one, man. I can fix your monitor, but I can't fix the ghost reception, though.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
Can you tell me about your robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
I was curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Wait, it sounds like you built the Robo-Scorpions and issues threats to keep the think tank occupied, which is what he's doing.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Is some reason for it? Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You see, he's caught him in a loop.
Now, trap is a rather harsh word.
Because he doesn't want them to go out
Not an inappropriate word,
and fucking experiment on all of the Mojave Wasteland.
But yes, I did.
So that's why he became the bad guy.
Liberties with their programming. It's all right. They don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then.
A recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs in case the A's fail.
Klein, Mobius, zero's a circle, 8's an infinity symbol, they're all loops, I get it, and then even Mobius himself.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Minor details, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not whatever that is.
Really?
The difference.
It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
Lobotomates the think tank. Why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
But there must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
The bullet that went in my brain.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation,
all bets are off.
Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Neither do I. Klein said he had the idea to get the three technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck.
Luck
So
is just
watch it,
divine
Potty
favor.
Mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
There's a problem, though. think tank, download the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
Was there any other data transmitted?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed abroad.
Yeah, it's just the same shit we got from
You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so. The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit, why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projector emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrate pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of
That's the Wizard of Oz, man.
solved these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Alright.
Now, that seems to be...
I'm just trying to get out of here. Had to make sure I didn't kill him, guys. Sorry. We got all the answers we needed. To make sure I got rid of all this dialogue. A lot of it's just repeating dialogue because we're passing speech checks. It's dumb. Let's save before we talk to our brain.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through bits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Seems like a pretty unlikely... Well, that answers that on to something else.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
We're not gonna get... any answers from for that. There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
I've been busy, man.
Oh yes, I rather expect you have. You must have been swamped, you poor dear. Why don't you relax and put your feet up? I've just been traumatically scooped out of my body and plugged into this jar. That's all. But you've been busy.
Why are you such a dick, bruh?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, a quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
I didn't exactly like dying either. But... Come on, man. That stuff's fun.
Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Hmm? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we?
We haven't
The
gotten those
things you
things.
do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you!
Don't you want to be reunited? Reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
Oh, I know you're
Look
lying,
from my
Brain.
perspective, here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about all those good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food? What about love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed, quite a conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Oh, I have a plan. I have a plan for that.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground.
Oh,
and
it won't
that
be.
is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're a part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts that the think tank took from us.
No.
Personally,
We're already a
I think your
cyborg
upgrades
brain.
are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in, no problem.
We just
Right
need
then,
the brain.
off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Your brain added. Go all the way around. Okay. Well, that was quite the adventure. Now we just have to make it back to the sink and deal with the big brains. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I just fucked up, didn't I?
You require some additional...
Yeah, I don't want to swap bike parts. We want our upgrades. This is why we max out our stats. Or not our stats, our skills. Hello, Klein.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain, now you and I are gonna settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You see, that's where you're wrong. You think I'm the lobotomite? No. From my skull houses the brain of Mobius.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
This is why we do the science one. Nothing is impossible for science. Mesons, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
Here, I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and hell, I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
You're lucky I let you guys live. I was feeling nice. Let's go up to the sink, watch this cutscene, and that'll be the stream.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discovery safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its
The
psychotic
toaster
spree,
story sad.
reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread
And no way toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy.
Muggy's pretty fucking hilarious too.
He found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eyed old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had
Succeeded.
So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical
Thank you, X8
rather
facility.
than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology.
Lol.
It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Look at the little baby robo dogs.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards.
Just
A
my
little
brain.
less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
Darn right.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Yep, we gotta go finish up Lonesome Road. So we can finish up everything else in the Mojave. We're pretty much close to being done. We're like level 41 or something. We'll check. We're about to get all kinds of XP too, I think. Alright. So just a quick look at the character. There, oops, excuse me, there we are, level 41. But that takes care of that. I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening.